My name's Amanda Calvert. I work for Clyde Goodwig as the certification coordinator, looking at certification of community woodlands across Wales. Today we're at Blaen Bran, but we're here today to have a look around the woodland and discuss and talk to some members of the board to see if they're interested in FSC certification. What we've been doing is we've been gauging interest from various community woodlands across Wales with the aim to help support them to become FSC certified. So we put in some project applications and got some funding through to help support them through the certification process, help discuss with them their options, whether they'd be interested, what they might need to do, and then help them get FSC ready, help take them through that process.
My name's Dave Williams. I'm part of the Blaen Bran Community Woodland Group that's based up here. I was the previous chair, so I'm still a committee member, and I tend to be involved with some of our grant applications and things like that as my role in the woodland. We as a group tend to see that a well-managed forest is actually a pleasant forest to visit and good for both people and for biodiversity. So that's really why we're interested in forest management. We heard about the FSC through being a member of Llais, which is Community Woodlands for Wales, which is the umbrella body, and I'm actually one of the directors on the board of Llais. So we heard about this opportunity to connect more with forestry, and we'd actually been interested ourselves because we'd entered the community woodland category for the Royal Forestry Society at the Royal Welsh Show. So we'd seen the benefits, if you like, of having somebody else see what we were doing and give us tips, guidance, advice, and if you like, the standards and what's needed. We're looking at sort of woodland services really. We're not about sort of commercial timber or anything like that, but we're very interested in managing this woodland as we have done for biodiversity and for recreation. A lot of people like to come here and we want it to be a really good experience for them. We understand that there's going to be perhaps some level of recording and completion of forms and data that we haven't had to do before, but we actually see that that could be of a benefit for us because we've seen the benefit, for example, of doing studies around fungi from one year to the next. You start to get a whole picture over a period of time rather than just a snapshot. And I think that's where a standard like this will actually help us and other community woodland groups to actually see what they've done and how they've progressed.
Some people like to see a stamp of approval just to illustrate and show that badge of honour that they are actually managing their woodlands in a sustainable way for their future generations. So it's quite useful to have that. But also they're doing other things, they're doing a lot more. So they're providing a lot more services than quite often a commercial woodland might provide. So they're providing so much more in the way of recreation. Those ecosystem services can now be illustrated through FSC ecosystem services, and it's just a no-brainer that community woodlands should go down that line, because they can then illustrate more to the wider public as well, all of the benefits that owning and managing a woodland for the community and preserving it and acting as stewards for that woodland for now and into the future.